We spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos about Morocco before we traveled there. We couldn't help but notice that most of these videos are made by reasonably young people. So we decided to make our own. We're not young, but we decided to travel for a month with backpacks and only the vaguest idea of where we were going. So welcome to our traveling series, where you can watch short, to-the-point videos showing each place that we went to. Enjoy! Morocco has an excellent train system covering major cities. We traveled from Casablanca by train, which took 1 hour and 10 minutes. It costs about 80 dirhams each. Once we arrived in Rabat, we walked the 20 minutes to the old Medina where we were staying, so no need for a taxi. We stayed right in the old Medina in a place called Dar Maysan. All right, so we're in Rabat, and we've just had a very nice lunch, unexpected, in the restaurant across from this place, and we're here now.
Very nice.
We just arrived in Dar Maran, and the room is beautiful. It's just really spectacular.
So sure. Private, not share with the guy.
The room was very comfortable and it had a great terrace, which is super important to general happiness in life. It cost us 105 Canadian dollars a night, which included breakfast. We stayed 2 nights. There are many places to stay in this area, and it's easily the best choice for travelers visiting Rabat. We were in Rabat during Ramadan, which presented some challenges to eating. Being a capital city, it's a fairly conservative place. Many of the restaurants were closed, particularly during lunch, but a few tourist-related ones in the Medina were open. So this is the Asian restaurant that we just walked 25 minutes to come and see, and it is closed. No rice. This is the thing about Ramadan, is that what we read about in Google and what's true isn't. And there were a number of places in the old Medina where you can get a traditional Moroccan meal easily. We found the food excellent in Rabat. The best thing we did was walk around the old Medina getting lost. It's quite large and interesting, and not touristy at all. Next to the old Medina, you'll find the Kasbah. We found this place to be a little bit sleazy and touristy with many touts, and suggest it be avoided entirely. We took a walk to the Hassan Tower, which is mildly interesting. Basically, you'll see a locked tower and some sad-looking columns. If you have very little to do, this might be a place to visit for 10 or 15 minutes. We also visited the Mohammed VI Art Museum, which was just fine. There are some great examples of political art here, particularly from Palestine and Iraq. Finally, we spent an hour or so in the Museum of History and Civilizations. Here you'll find a wide variety of items from volubilis, and if this is your thing, this is a great museum. It is quite small, but it has some interesting artifacts. Some people suggested that we leave Rabat off our list of places to visit. But we were surprised by how calm, quiet, clean, and relaxed it was when compared to Casablanca. We were also surprised by how interesting the old Medina was. Don't leave it off your list is our suggestion. Honestly, there's not a lot to worry about when visiting Rabat. I guess the main thing to watch out for involves Ramadan and food. Because there's not that many tourists compared to a place like, say, Chef Shawan, there are some challenges finding places to eat during this time. Outside of this is a friendly place without any dangers or annoyances. Strangely, Rabat is often neglected by tourists. In fact, it's well worth a visit. It's easy to get to from Casablanca or Tangier and is a welcome change after the speed and density of its larger urban neighbor to the south.